Hello, everyone, and welcome back, finally, to the crew of the Cosmic Orca.
Yeah!
Last we left off, even though for later on in the future, there's really not going to be any break between this, you'll be able to listen to it before, the crew got Astrid recovered from her gunshot wound. The crew made it to a naval base. Kaylin got some combat armor. They were able to finally fix up their robot that they got a very long time ago, and discover that it was basically a murder robot or a killbot named HK-13. And then they're on one of their last jumps before they make it to Crimson Syndicate territory, and they have dropped HK off. They're landing on the planet too, but HK is currently down planet side, mowing down zombies. And that was where we left off last time. Before we get started, let's go ahead and reintroduce everybody here. Go ahead, take it away.
Okay, I'm Emily. I play Astrid. And a fun fact about Astrid is she's never had macaroni and cheese.
Okay. Hi, I'm Richard, and I'm Commander Kaylin Vess. And my fun fact is, since receiving it, Kaylin now knows it takes exactly 3 minutes and 22 seconds to properly lint roll the commander jacket that his crew
That it-
got.
Did he stopwatch time himself to do it? Like changing the
Absolutely. He does
to
every
somebody
time he
on-
leaves his room for the first time in the day. He knows it's
Love it.
3 minutes, 22
He has
seconds.
exactly
Right.
one sip of water and then lint rolls.
Yes.
But like he sips and then go. I'm Trey. I play Esquire Cumberbatch, aka Squid. Fun fact about Squid is he is a really talented swimmer.
Wow.
He did in college. He was on the swimming team.
Nice.
Yes, and I think we said that I like to swim too in the past. They probably swim.
That would make
They swim together?
They probably do. My name is Paul, and I play Asta Tidian III. And fun fact about Asta is that he is pretty ambidextrous, and actually sometimes using a scalpel prefers his left hand than his right hand to, carefully scalpel. Only with plants. He would do that on a person. But with plants,
I was just thinking about that.
he
Like,
strengthens his left hand by focusing on it during.
Wow.
Oh.
These
Very
are all really
interesting.
great fun facts this time.
Well, and then I'm also Alex. I'm the referee. I live somewhere else now than I did before. I live by a train, so that's my new fun fact. I live by a train track, so that's exciting for me.
So the train will be a special guest moving
Train will
forward.
periodically be in the background from time to time, and there's really nothing I can do to fix that. So that's just how life's gonna be.
It's just the sky hammer passing by.
That's right.
Repeatedly checking in on Astrid.
Yep.
As Raul is wont to do.
Yes. So
Once an hour.
He's not clicky. It's fine.
no, he's not protective.
Not at all.
So anyway, you guys landed the ship on one of the empty docking bays that HK cleared out for you. Actually, pretty much cleared out most of the port because zombies are very easy targets. You don't know how well he handles monsters or anything like that because you just haven't physically seen him do that. But yeah, the spaceport is empty. So what would you guys like to do? You guys are on the ship still.
Let's fucking go.
We just park right in.
I mean, should we do a sensor sweep and see what else is out there before we just go marching boldly onto the surface, or?
Marching boldly got us for pretty far last time we encountered these things.
You can do that if you want.
And we have HK. He's got it.
Yeah, he's fine. Everything's fine.
Vasquez is here, right?
Yes.
That's
No,
good.
I like the idea of a sensor sweep. We should go ahead and do that. Right?
I agree.
Okay.
So someone make that.
I think I actually have sensors.
Is it intelligence or education is better for you? I don't remember.
It's electronics. So
I think your education is better
would
than
you
your
make that?
intelligence.
My education is better.
Okay, so make it, electronics education. If you have sensors, add it to the roll.
Ooh. $13.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah, so your sensor sweep goes off very well. And basically as it's kind of sweeping out your sensors, because this isn't your first rodeo on this, your sensors are calibrated to basically pick up the zombies. They can't quite pick up the monster because there's something different with that. They just kind of register as living somethings. HK is on the sensors. He is just kind of out and about, just having a great time mowing down the undead. And you can see a couple kilometers away, well, about a kilometer away, where the SOS signal that pulled you guys in the first place. You can actually see where that is.
Oh.
And there is a path. I mean, you're going to run into some resistance most likely, but you're able to get a pretty direct path to it.
From the landing site?
From the landing pad, yeah. From the spaceport or the whatever, like the airport.
If we could get Aster a sample of the monsters, DNA, do you think could we calibrate the sensors to pick them up as well? To be a little more accurate?
Yeah, it's possible.
True, because so far I only have a sample from the big. Well, I do have a sample from the big monster, actually. That is the
true,
blood that
right.
I have.
So the sensors didn't pick up any of those big ones.
Okay.
That's good.
All right, I feel more comfortable if we're going to venture out now. Let's suit
Okay.
up. How many
Agreed.
minutes does it take to put on your combat armor?
Combat armor? I haven't timed that yet.
You have enough time.
At least 5. At least 5 minutes.
Yeah, you'll have plenty of time. There is like actual amount of time I think it takes to do that, but I don't feel like looking up. So we'll just say you have plenty of time to do that.
Squid straightens his tie.
Ready.
As Kalen is putting on his combat armor, Vasquez approaches you, Squid, and is like, listen, I know you like to look good while you're out there, but you need something with a little more protection.
I mean, it's got protect in the name.
It does, but you need something a little bit more. I've been working on something for you.
Oh, do tell.
So she takes you to, she actually just brings it out with her. It's basically, it's not quite combat armor, but it's like a combat suit.
Okay.
So what that's going to do is you can't have the protect suit on it. You can have the protect vest. That thing gives you your +3 or whatever. But this combat suit will give you, its base damage reduction is 11.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that'll bump you up a
Vasquez
little bit there.
gave this to him?
Yes.
Does she put it on him?
No. Absolutely not.
Oh,
Yes, and do it
I don't
himself.
think
Like, is this a slow motion montage?
I mean, she
No.
could
Careless
help.
whisper plays somewhere in the
Yeah.
distance.
No, it is.
And then I'm side-eyeing you. That is.
The hands over the shoulders, gently button.
this isn't Ghost.
I hug the gun she gives
That was
me.
just Squid's mental
cry.
headcanon.
Yeah, it's weird that none of that happened, but it happened in Squid's head.
Ooh.
So you have
Romance?
that now. So yeah, you have your combat
Awesome.
suit. So
Thank you. This is awesome.
So now you have that. So you're a little bit more protected. So a little less risk of dying now.
I like not dying.
So you guys all have you're all kitted up now. So here's the big question. Are you going to leave Vasquez on the ship to protect Rami? Or are you going to bring her with you guys and leave him by himself? Because HK is currently off just having a fun time.
Rami has some skills.
Rami has some skills, but Rami also needs babysitting. We saw what happened last time,
Yeah,
although Vasquez was there
We
last
could
time.
have HK reign in his perimeter to protect the area around the ship.
I'm okay with either or. Because if you feel Rami needs to have protection, I'll let you make. I mean, if you want to make that call.
I'd feel more comfortable if Vasquez stayed here, but
Cool.
also for the ship's protection too, because remember, when we were being targeted by the Crimson Syndicate, it was the ship, not us.
That's very true.
That's what they want. So if this is potentially an opportune time, if we're being shadowed, they might be coming for us. So I think leaving some protection for the ship is important.
It's a good
Makes
point.
sense. We are pretty close to the territory.
Good point.
Vasquez will stay behind and protect the ship and protect Rami. Okay.
Does Vasquez have a remote or walkie-talkie?
Yeah,
to
if she'll
con-
be in the ships, I mean, you'll be able
We
to
can
talk
use
to her from
comms.
there.
Yeah,
I was like,
we got
we
comms.
had comms with them in
Oh, yeah,
a lot of
um,
instances.
She just wasn't able to answer last time because
Yeah.
she was dealing with their own personal
She was
siege.
busy.
So yeah. So
If that happens again, give us a heads up. Hey,
I'll do what I can. The last time it was pretty out of fucking nowhere.
That's fair. That's
okay. So that's all taken care of there. So would you guys like to go ahead and make your beginning journey?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes, we're strapped up. Let's go.
Let's walk out.
I
Slow
press,
motion.
press the opening door, the open door button.
The smoke comes out.
The synth wave begins.
Yes.
The
Yes.
synth wave music.
So you guys walk out of the ship.
Oh, before we leave, I want to have Nelly download that route into my
I
into
thought you
your
were talking.
glasses.
the digital
Yeah.
interface, so I
Yeah.
can
I
have
thought
it.
you were talking about the Nelly.
The Nelly. I'm gonna talk to the Nelly.
Yeah, no, he does that no problem. So you've got like in your glasses, it's a little
Excellent.
digital route there. So yeah, so you guys start your walking. It's pretty uneventful for a little bit of it. But as you're walking through, you're keeping points, you're checking everything, all that good stuff. You hear a very familiar kind of animalistic noise that the sensors couldn't quite pick up on these life signs. It is those dragon ape things.
Mhm.
Oh,
Gorilla Komodo
with the leather
dragon.
pants?
No, that's a different thing.
No,
That's the one
okay.
we-
We have a
Komodo
sample.
dragons.
We gotta say okay.
We don't
okay,
have.
okay.
We didn't get a sample of these guys.
Yeah.
The one I wanted to be friends with.
Yes, the one.
Not-
you
Oh,
Not
this
this.
one. Oh, okay.
Oh, make sure you're closer to it too, Richard.
Yes, yeah.
And there are 6 of these
Oh,
things.
jeez.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
Now,
quite a
granted,
bit.
only 4 of them seem to actually see you. The other 2 are just kind of milling about. It looks
Sure.
like they're eating someone.
So these aren't like pack animals. We're not dealing with them coordinating and hunting us.
No, you just happen
Okay.
to walk into their line of sight. Actually, we'll say those 2, they're fighting each other.
Okay.
So
Nice.
clearly they are not pack animals in the slightest. They
Gotcha.
are just, they're bored. So
Yeah, there's suddenly no zombies for them to massacre.
yeah, because someone else took care of that. So there's enough space that if you may be able to circumvent them because they haven't made a move on you yet.
Yeah, can we see a way to?
But they're not in your way like the last ones were.
Oh, okay.
They're kind of like in a big like open like side kind of street,
I think
and
that,
it is not the same way that you need to go. But they are not approaching you yet.
I mean, I've got a sniper rifle. I could just do a pew 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 pew.
There's 6 of them. Also, we don't have to fight it. We could just ignore it and try to just
No,
stealth.
4 of them, because the other 2 are going to take care of itself. They're both going to die, probably.
What do we know about these things?
Well, you can't befriend them. So that is one thing you can't do.
Does Traveler have any kind of like animal friendship thing?
I have animals at 0, but
Oh.
these are
Yeah,
not
they have
animals.
that.
They're
Yeah, these are not like normal animals though.
bioengineered.
That would be a different skill.
Abominations.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much.
I don't have the abomination skill actually.
So yeah, there is as far as you guys are aware, there is really these things only just exist to kill things, including themselves apparently.
I mean,
we don't
I've-
get the sense that they used to be human, like because the other ones, like we were fairly confident that used to be people. And this,
Yeah, and a kind of an idea that they may have been people,
Okay.
or they could have just been like some other animal that got turned into
it
a crazy
might
monster.
not be a bad idea to get a sample so that we can pick them up more clearly on sensors moving forward. But
Yeah,
we don't
I-
necessarily have to.
I just feel like if we take care of them now, we're not going to have to deal with them later.
Also, very true. If for some reason on our way back they move to block our path, then we have to deal with them and potentially whatever is
Okay.
coming behind us.
All right.
Can I do
You
it?
want
Are
those
we
samples?
getting information, or are
Let's-
you pot shotting?
I thought I would
Both.
just try and pick.
No, yeah. Let's do both. You'll open fire. Let's get into a formation. Let me get in the front.
Okay.
Okay,
so
ladies.
Before you guys just plan a little bit more, please. So you're on a street with buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the
and
noise is gonna.
But this, okay.
So,
we were on an
but
open
you don't
wasteland.
necessarily need to be on the ground. There
Climbing
are-
kit. Let's go.
Or just go into the
stairs.
building and
Or
take the
stairs.
stairs.
There's always
Can I
stairs.
take My climbing kit.
No, God.
No, absolutely. Just
I
do it
think
so
I know what
character.
you're wanting to do. You basically want to perch with your climbing kit against like,
Yeah.
the wall of a building.
Yeah.
You're just gonna wall hang.
Absolutely,
love
you
this.
can do that.
All right.
I'll meet you guys on whatever floor you're gonna be in.
Oh,
So,
all right. Well, Spider-Man over there is going to do her thing.
yeah. You think? I mean, you didn't really see these things in action before. I mean, that looks like they could jump. You'd feel like give me a recon intelligence roll, please.
Oh,
Rolled a flat 4 from recon. 1,
That's 5.
5, and then intelligence is 1.
So 6. Yeah, you think if you get up to like this, it's only like a 3-story building tonight, but if you get up to like the 2nd story, you might be able to stay out of potential jumping range.
Cool. Even if I was like 6 feet off the ground, I'd be like, nice.
Yeah, that's why I made you roll, because I knew if I asked you, you'd only be like 2 feet off. But
This is fine.
so yeah, you're able to get yourself perched up with the climbing kit and go on ahead.
well, do we want to go on an opposite building that can see her so that when they start to move towards her?
Oh.
you have
could
to
do-
get closer to them is
We
the
can
problem.
do two and two. Have somebody stay. That way we're
Did.
not isolating her.
Okay.
Or get on the roof.
We're getting on the roof.
No. All right. Yeah. Get on the roof. Just get on the roof of the building. Provide cover if anyone gets too close to her.
Do we have roof access through this building?
You can get it pretty
Okay.
easily.
Is there anything still moving around inside this place?
Not in this one.
Okay.
Doesn't look like HK made his way through here, but it just looks like no one was in here and got zombified. So we will
I'm definitely not looting.
No, not at all.
Oh, and I had a +2 on climb checks.
That's fine. You don't need to make a climb check on this one because it was just a cool idea.
Okay.
So,
That's right.
yeah. So I want you to go ahead and make your gun combat and dex roll, please.
What do I add for it?
Gun combat.
Mhm.
It's a skill.
Oh, okay.
Slug.
Eight.
Okay, that is exactly what you needed. So that will hit one of them. Go ahead and roll your damage, which I believe is 5 dice for
Mhm.
that. So
Wow. Wow.
That's
25. 25.
so that one is dead. The one you shot.
I just give them all a thumbs up.
So what you do see though when
5
that
more
one,
to go.
when that one collapses, the other two, by the way, the two that were fighting and the time it took to get stuff and everything, one of them did emerge the victor. The other one is dead. So it's just on the ground, as a corpse. The other one's beat up pretty bad too. How long it takes for these things to heal, who knows? So now the other 3 remaining ones, they see their other companion. They see the other monster thing go down. And because they don't really see you super well, and they just saw his head just kind of pop.
Oh, headshot.
Without much damage, I'm going to say it's a headshot.
Absolutely
Nice.
headshot.
The remaining 3 actually run away.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
that's
So,
So we're establishing authority in the area.
well, temporary authority. So yeah, you have 2 dead ones you can take a sample from. So
perfect.
I'll say you've got whatever you need to harvest the blood from it, and
All right.
you're good.
I will mark down Gorilla Komodo Dragon blood sample.
So now that is taken care of, I assume you guys are just gonna press on forward to
More towards the SOS.
And again, definitely not looting. Also, what was
No.
in that building?
It was an office building,
Okay.
so it's just going to be like just random.
This was military.
no, this is a planet. This is a city.
Okay, so but do
The
we know-
military was here,
Okay,
is here. You just haven't come across any Marine
okay.
corpses yet
Gotcha.
to loot energy weapons off of.
What? I wasn't looking for that.
No, you absolutely weren't. But so yeah, you guys make it a little bit further down the way. You guys don't encounter anything else for a little bit. There are some other buildings, some office buildings, things like that. Make a intelligence recon check, please.
Me.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoever has it too can make the roll as well.
Oh, 2 sixes.
It's not going to matter most likely.
Oh.
What's the whole thing though? I don't remember if you have a.
I have 0 for recon.
But you
and
have 1 in
then the-
recon.
She might just have 0. She just has.
Oh, no, you're right.
Oh,
13, 14.
It's actually an exceptional success then.
Right.
So yeah, your recon, you can see, for one, you can see the SOS building pretty clearly. There are quite a few zombies in front of it. HK clearly didn't give a damn about the SOS signal. He is just having fun. You can faintly hear in the distance every
Just
so
about to
often
ask that.
laser
Muffled
blasts going
slaughter
off.
noises.
Yeah, you can hear, and occasionally you hear what sounds like robotic laughter.
I imagine it sounds like that.
Yes.
what is
So-
robotic
Yes.
laughter?
Well, no, here's the thing though. Like when you hear it, like it's not like HK's normal, like deadpan way of speaking. Like it sounds like genuine, like mirthful laughter.
Oh,
It's because he
that's
can inflect.
disconcerting.
We've established
Yes.
he can use emotional inflection.
Yes. So, but like he's talking normally, he just doesn't do that. But it actually sounds like genuine, like a human being is laughing. And you can just hear these little pew pew noises going off in the distance as well.
That thing lives with us.
Does it? It could just live here.
But you can see the building. It's a
Terrifying.
tall, very tall building. Not like the tallest building in the city, but it's good size. Given the influx of the fact there's a bunch of zombies and most likely monsters and stuff in here, most likely there are going to be people in here. So
Okay. We're going that building, the SOS is coming from that building. There are zombies outside. We need to be careful. But
Enough that we can't sneak by.
you guys should be able to sneak by it without much issue. You might have to get a little creative with how you do it, but getting there shouldn't be a problem. With that great of a roll, I'll actually say you can find a path.
There's a clear like
You'll have to probably stealth kill a few things along the way.
got it.
Since it's a good thing several of you have melee weapons. Your
I have
chain
a-
drive sword
yeah, I was
is
like-
not a stealthy weapon.
I do have
Oh.
the static blade.
You do have the static blade. That is a very stealthy weapon. So,
I think we could sneak by.
Perfect.
Okay.
so
Are there any biotech buildings in the area?
none that you walked by. There are some in the city,
Okay.
but you're not. The path, this direct path the sensor reading gave you
Okay.
didn't take you by any.
Point to you guys. Do we want to, after we investigate this, and if there's anybody that we can assist getting them to safety, we want to go see if we can investigate any biotech. Maybe we can find some answers.
We could see, yes, sure.
Yeah, I'm on
Yep.
board with that. As long as when we're leaving this SOS, we're not running for our lives. Like
That would take priority.
That would take-
Yeah, that makes sense. So since Astrid was able to point out a nice, safe-ish path, whoever happens to have a silent melee weapon, I would like for you to make a melee blade strength roll, please.
melee blade strength. All right, yeah. I've got static. Nine.
Perfect. You're able to quietly dispatch some of the zombies
Perfect.
that are on the way, or the ones that are in your path. And you are able to make it pretty safely to the building. I mean, it is really unnerving looking behind you and seeing all these, dead guys pounding against a different entrance to the building. Though they aren't getting in, it looks like, at least at this moment, they aren't. And then when you guys make it into this building, it's kind of you're in the reception area. There are definitely some zombies shambling around in there.
Yeah.
Can't tell too much else at the moment. And that is when the alert changes from that general just kind of SOS you were getting. That says now survivors, attention other survivors, we are in the basement of the building. There are survivors on the upper floors as well. They've not been able to make it there. Anyone coming for rescue, this is where we are. We are in these two different places. The other survivors are on the middle floor somewhere, held up in a safe room, and then the rest of us are in the basement, held up in a different safe room. And it just repeats that until you turn it off.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
My gut says to get the people in the middle down in the basement.
That was my instinct too, but then he said it said safe room. So I wonder if that's
And I guess like being higher up is better than being on the ground when it comes to zombies.
Either way,
Yes.
we've got to get them out of the building.
Yeah.
Because we can't live here. We've got to get them to
no.
the ship.
Is the path back to the ship cleared?
Can we call HK back here?
Do we have a way to call HK back?
Yeah, he's got communications. He's built in.
That's right.
Let's call him to the building.
Escort mission for HK.
Yeah. All right. HK, come in.
Greetings, yes.
I trust you're having fun out there.
I'm having a fantastic time. I hope you are having a fantastic time as well, Kalen.
Well, I promise you'll be able to do more of that, but I need you right now to help us on a mission.
And what mission is that? Are there more meat bags to kill?
There definitely will be.
Fantastic. Where do I go?
Hold, please. Do we want to get HK, like the folks in the middle of the building?
We want him to secure the area.
If he could
For
come clear the
retreat.
front entrance, yes.
Oh,
We-
okay.
I
And
don't
like clear the path.
I don't know that he needs to be the one breaking in.
Breaking
and
in? Okay, yeah.
freeing anybody that's captive.
You might kill them.
I'm
Might.
sending in HK. I'm sending you coordinates of our location. You'll see a building, and I describe what the building looks like.
Okay.
Please clear an immediate perimeter around this building and make sure there are no meat bags there to attack us, harm us, and the folks that we will be saving on the inside.
Analyzing route. It'll take me approximately 32 minutes to get there
Thank you very much.
and to clear the perimeter.
You're the best, HK. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm having a grand time. And as you hear more laser blast sounds going off.
Great.
And robot cackling.
Right.
So this still,
We
however,
should find a way to get. Can he get samples uploaded similar to the way that we have the sensors, so that he can identify things?
you would
that-
have to like actually put it in him most likely.
We'll have to see if he's
But-
willing later
Yes.
for you to update.
He did say no when you asked to look inside his head before.
Oh.
So,
But I think if you sweetened the pot enough of what it could get him, he might be interested.
That's true.
now there is an option that you guys haven't contemplated yet. There are 2 locations, and there are 4 of you.
I know.
He always
Splitting
wants
the
us to
party.
split the party.
Split the
No, but we have
party.
32 minutes to get the people, to kill the zombies in this building, basically, to clear the inside while he clears the outside.
It's true.
Oh, yeah. We might actually need to split up so that we can.
I was thinking we go to the basement and see if there's anyone who's armed and willing to help us, since that's closer and that's where most of the people are.
That's true. It
That is
closer. We're
good.
on the first floor.
Yeah, and with zombies, there's strength in numbers. Kind of
Mhm.
like that.
Mhm.
Let's
Okay.
do that. Let's just all head to the basement and see if we can help them and arm them. Things
Sounds
like
good
that.
to me.
Okay. So yeah, for just individual zombies on their own, I'm not gonna make you roll for this just because they go down pretty easily with how kitted out you guys are. You're able to kind of dispatch the ones on your way to the stairs leading to the basement. And as you descend, again, descending down the stairs, very, very simple. It's kind of a big, kind of open basement, like utility corridors and things like that. And as you open up the door, you can actually see there are signs that do point to safe room. And as you are looking at those signs, you see a couple of things kind of walk out from the shadows. Not humanoids, not humans. They're walking on 2 legs. They're bipedal. It is probably about yay tall, about 3 feet, 4 feet tall, has mouse-like features, big ol' ears, and it is carrying. It looks pretty grayscale. Like
Is it cute? Like, is it cute?
It may have been at one point if it wasn't a horrible-looking monster.
Okay.
Does it have a little bone captain's hat?
It does not.
Oh!
It does not, but it looks like one could fit on its head.
God.
And it is dragging a steel pipe.
Of course it is. Just one? Or a few of them?
There's 2 of them.
Two of them.
Okay, so I like
That doesn't
want to
look
like
good.
kneel down and like go.
Yeah, that tracks. I see
Ah.
no reason why she wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I don't see a reason why I asked you to try and befriend
The
this
lead
thing.
pipe drags behind it.
Yes.
I mean,
Is it walking towards us?
Yeah, they're walking too, yeah.
can I get any kind of energy vibe check? Like, are they are they scared?
Are they scared?
Yeah,
No.
they're not scared. Okay.
No. And as you're analyzing the situation of a public domain figure approaching you, one of them starts.
I get it. I get it now.
Been planning that for months. One of them starts to run, still dragging the pipe.
I open my expendable shield.
Okay.
Nice.
And it is going to. Oh no, I forgot my D4 of destiny.
I was like, I don't have time to react.
Mickey, no.
It's
Willie.
Oh,
Willie. is
Willie,
Willie.
Willie, no. Sorry, Disney.
I'll fix it. Don't worry.
That was great.
It's going to attack you.
I didn't have time to react. No.
You have enough time to pull your shield out
Okay, I'll put my shit out.
because you would have
Cactus
seen
Jack.
him do it. Yeah. But it is going to swing at you with the pipe. Yeah. Nope.
I was like, the music is not.
Except it's all weird and distorted and gross.
Just like this guy.
So it hits you.
Oh no.
And so this is before your damage reduction. That is 13.
All right, my damage reduction is 16, so
Oh, nice.
Perfect. So you
F.
my shield.
Wow.
you block it. The other one takes after its friend, and it will also. It's going to take a swing at one of you guys too before you guys get your moment to retaliate. Oh, this probably isn't going to do too much. It's swinging at you, Kaylin.
Okay.
Hooray.
My whistling attracted it.
Please don't whistle ever again while I'm wearing headphones, please.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Really loud.
Really, just don't whistle in my presence ever again.
That's my bad.
He hits you too, but we're going to see if it does any damage.
Okay.
Answer's probably not going to be. Yeah, there's no way this did anything to you. That's a whopping 13.
All right. My combat armor is.
Yeah, you didn't even need your shield for that. You just tank it.
Yeah, can I just watch it hit me?
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. So you both, the two of you now have the Steamboat Willies in front of you. So what would you like to do?
I was gonna grab my stunner. Do they seem mechanical or
No, they're flesh and blood.
flesh and blood? Okay, no, I'm gonna grab my stunner and just be like, get off, and just try to stun it in front
Roll
of me.
gun combat and dex.
7.
Not enough.
Oh no, but I have 8.
Oh, then that does it.
Sorry, I rolled a 7 plus 1 gun combat is 8.
Yes.
It's also a plus dex.
Actually,
I
wait, no.
have 0 dex.
Oh, okay.
You actually don't because it's an energy weapon, not a slug weapon.
Yes. So what do I use for energy weapons?
Nothing. You just have 0.
So it is just a 7.
So that does not
So
hit.
it just goes wide.
Yeah, just goes wide. What about you, Kaylin?
Well, I've got my static blade out, so I'll go ahead and try to hit it
Right.
with
Melee blade strength.
that. 9 again.
Perfect. And that succeeds with an effect of 1. So whatever your damage is, add 1 more point of damage to it.
Okay. $14.
Okay. So that does a pretty good wallop on him, but he is still doing okay.
Oh.
What? Can I? Can I chain drive sword
Yeah,
him?
stealth is not an option. You're fine with that. So yeah, you can chain drive him.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Smack him. Strengthen melee.
Nine.
That also succeeds by an effect of 1. So go ahead and roll the chain drive damage.
$11.
11. Okay. By the way, what was the armor piercing on the static blade?
Oh, 6.
6. Okay. So it did a little bit more damage than I said it did. Still looks like it's okay. Just a little more beaten. What's your armor piercing on the chain drive sword?
Armor piercing.
AP.
Oh, 6.
6. Okay. And what was your damage again?
11.
11. Okay. So was it the one that was on Kalen or was it the one that was on Aster?
The one on Caitlin.
Okay. So he's much more roughed up looking now.
Okay.
I'll cover you.
Squid.
Awesome. So it's been a while. Remind me again, when I'm marking something, can I do that and fire at it?
Yes, I'll say you can do that.
Okay.
You get your aim bonus and all that. So I think it's like a +2 to the thing.
Yeah,
so.
it goes from +1 to +3.
Yeah. So which one are you shooting at?
I'm gonna go for the injured one just to see if we can.
Yeah.
And it's Dex and Slug, right?
Correct.
A 10.
That'll succeed by an effect of 2. So
Oh wait, does the
oh, that's where that counts. Yeah. So that's actually going to be like
So
a
it's a 13 then.
Okay. So it succeeds by an effect of 5.
Okay.
That's an additional 5 damage.
Ooh.
Mm.
21.
Okay. And does that flechette or whatever gun you have, does that have armor piercing?
It does not.
Okay. So it absorbs some of it, but I mean, you dealt a lot of damage to it. So it's looking a little more worse for wear, but it's still up.
Jeez.
And everyone has had a round. So the one on you, Aster, is going to swing at you again. That's a 10. So that
It
succeeds.
says that I can parry with my shield.
I don't know what the rules are.
I'm
for
reading the
parrying.
rules and it says I can roll a melee check as a negative to your attack roll, but I then have a -1 on all my skill checks for the next round.
Okay. If you want to give that a shot.
That is cool.
What's your melee
it's
score,
worth.
though?
I don't have a melee score, but it says while using the shield, your melee score is 0.
Okay. So then
So
just roll
it's
2.
literally just a flat roll,
Yeah.
and so I don't know if it'll even help.
Yeah. We'll
So
see
you
what
rolled a
happens.
10, and I rolled a 6.
So that's actually enough. You are able to deflect the blow with your shield.
Yeah, so I basically pull the cactus shield and smack it out of the way, but then
Yeah.
I'm sort of reeling and
Yes.
Yeah.
So that
Such a
means the
cool
same rules
image,
apply
though.
to you as well. That you'll have a -1 to your attacks if you want to try and. Well, let's
Okay.
see if it hits first. You may not even need to do this.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling saucy. I'm just watching this lead pipe come at me.
Well, I do hit with a 12. So
A 12?
So it's up to you if you want to just see if you can tank the damage or if you just want to try and parry it off from here.
I will try to.
Okay. So just roll
Never mind. It
melee.
got scary.
Yeah.
8.
Okay. Yeah, that's enough to bring that down. So now you'll just have a minus. You both will have -1s to your attack rolls, basically, which are now. So
Well,
Aster,
do you have any melee? You could actually add to yours. I couldn't add to mine.
he doesn't. You would need shield for that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Gotcha.
yeah.
So go ahead,
This
Paul.
one.
You can attack. You can try and zap
Oh,
him.
it's up to me now?
Yeah,
Okay,
up
yes,
to you.
yes. I'm going to try to zip, zapparoo. I guess it's a flat roll because of the -1. Oh, but I rolled a 9.
That still hits.
Nice.
So that's
All
with
right,
a +1
so
there we
as
go,
well.
there
with
we
the
go.
effect.
So this is, remember the stunner is a little weird. It doesn't really do damage. It's trying to reduce your endurance to 0.
Right.
So I roll 3d and you reduce your endurance.
Huh.
And that is 9
Okay.
less of your endurance.
It takes it. Like it definitely, because it doesn't armor pierce or anything like that. So I
No.
mean, it definitely absorbs a good chunk of that. But yeah, it's a little singed.
It's a little jiggitied up.
Doesn't smell very nice. You may attack now.
All right, we're gonna static blade once
All right.
more. I'm at a -1. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
4, 5, 6, 7, 6.
Okay, so that doesn't hit.
Oh, gosh.
You hit the ground.
Okay.
It gets out of the way. So now, Astrid, if you'd like to shoot it.
Yes, I'm going to shoot it.
Or your chain drive sword. I'm sorry. You probably don't want to shoot it.
Oh.
Okay.
You can do either one. I don't really care. So if you want to shoot it, you can. If you want to chain
I
drive
think
sword it.
since I'm close, I'm going to do the sword.
Okay.
So I'll use the same thing.
Probably still going to hit.
And it's strength
Yes.
10.
Yes. With an effect of 2. So go ahead and roll your damage.
10.
So yeah, your chain drive sword, you get it right on the neck area, and it just kind of chains it right on off.
Oh.
Grizzly.
Ugh.
So now there's just Squid. There's just the one left that's on.
Remind me never to piss you off. All right. Yeah, I'll try to shoot. Do I have to retarget since it's a new one?
Mhm.
Okay. I'll do that. 10?
Yeah, that still hits with an effect of 2. So
That'll be 15.
okay. So I mean, it's kind of like before. I mean, you do a good chunk into it, but it seems like it's absorbing the impact of that. Like it has some kind of natural armor built into it or something.
Skin's really tough on these guys.
So now it's back to this thing. It's only one on its own, but it is still dead set on murdering Aster. Ooh. So that is a 14.
I'm just going to try to tank this.
Just gonna try and tank it?
It's
Okay.
not going to happen.
Not worth the roll.
That's too many. Sorry, I got an effect. Extra damage on you. Oh, you probably should have deflected that. That is 19 damage before your damage
All right, and
reduction.
I have 16 reductions, so 3 off the endurance.
Yep. But it's the only
Astrid.
I'm coming. I don't know how close
one. You
are.
guys are, you can get there. You can
Oh,
it's
we're right
basically
now.
just turning around and dunk.
We're in a
Okay.
hallway, right? So
Yeah,
it's
I mean, it's a good sized hallway,
Okay.
but you know, it's like a Hollywood
Oh,
sized
okay. We're in a
hallway.
hallway.
All right, back to you though. You can zap it if you wish.
Can I try to shove it away from me?
Sure. I believe that is going to be a strength melee move.
This is not going to go well, but I have a shield, so at least my melee is 0.
Only when you're parrying.
Oh, well, then this is going to not
is that?
go well, but I am panicked,
Give it
so
a
I'm going to
try,
try
man.
to shove. This will be -4.
Oh,
Well, no, it's just -3 because you didn't.
I have a -1 for strength.
Oh, well, never mind. Then it is -4.
oh boy.
I got a 5 minus
4.
4 is 1. So it's more of a frantic flapping.
Yeah, like,
Oh no.
That is an exceptional failure.
Oh,
my
no.
friend.
no. This can't be how you go.
No.
So basically,
I'm
what
just shoving.
happens when you shove? Yeah, I mean, fortunately, you weren't like trying to do anything too dramatic.
No.
Basically, when you shove him, like he doesn't move, but you fall back completely.
Yes, I'm probably
So
prone on the
you are now
ground.
completely prone.
The whimpering for Astrid continues.
He's
Faster!
just standing over you with a metal pipe.
Kaylin,
Menacingly.
you may attack this thing.
Okay.
Commander. Doctor's down.
What are the grappling rules?
I believe that is a melee strength, and it's a contested roll from what I remember.
It's melee. Okay. And is it a specific melee?
It would be like unarmed or something like that. So your blade won't work because you need your,
Okay.
your-
Well, I will try to strike it with my static blade.
Go for it.
10.
That succeeds with effect of 2. So add 2 more damage to whatever you roll. Nice.
Nice.
So 20? 20? Because my static blade's damage is 3d6 plus 2.
Yep.
Oh,
So
right.
that would add 2 to that, then 2 more to that. So yeah,
So
that's
20.
20.
Oh,
And the
Um,
armor piercing.
Yeah. So I mean, you deal a good chunk to this one. It's looking a little more haggard. So
That's it.
oh my god. And this is Steamboat Willie?
Whatever's
Okay.
left of him.
I feel like I'm hovering below him on the ground and like a sword
I know.
comes through his chest near my
But
head
Astrid,
and like,
you can attack it if you wish.
But then he doesn't die. He just kind of looks around.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna
These are
chain
creepy.
drive sword it.
Okay. Oh my.
11.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Succeeds with an effect of
I'm
3.
coming, bestie.
So whatever you roll for damage, add 3 more to it.
Oh. 17.
All right. Yeah, so you that's actually enough for that. You were able to
Nice.
get through the armor the rest of the way. This was a little bit more of a clean, not quite as brutal death as the other one, but it's down. It is deceased.
He's dead? Nice.
Yep.
Nice job.
Nice.
You okay?
I'm all right. That didn't. Let's get to the people.
I'll help Aster up to his feet.
We need a sample of this
I
public
don't
domain
want, these
character.
are nasty. Do we need these?
So the Steamboat Willies are dead.
Woohoo.
So 'cause I can legally say that. So they are deceased. What would you guys? There's, like I said, there's some signs that are like regular, like when the building was installed signs saying where the safe house is. And there's some like hand, like arrows pointing in the correct direction as well, too.
Helpful.
Indeed.
I help Aster up.
Yes, thank you. Let's hurry on to the survivors.
Let's do it.
Indeed. Are you okay? You
Yes,
need-
I'm all right. I'm just a little dinged.
As you guys are walking down there, HK does radio back in saying, "It's been 5 minutes, guys. I am on my way still."
Having so
Uh,
much
Wow.
fun.
It's been 5
It's
minutes.
been 5
and,
minutes.
Yeah.
and you just hear the
No worries, HK. Thanks for coming.
and then you hear you hear like a really just meaty metal punch. As he's
Ew.
clearly punching something now. So you guys make it. So the safe house door, it's a big red door. And it is an older, it's not like an automated door. It's got a spinny thing on it. So
Big
you-
ol' lock.
yeah.
Spin lock.
Yeah. And there's like a little slat in it that is closed currently, but it looks like it can be opened from the inside
Sure.
if need be. So
I just go ahead and knock.
you hear a woman's voice from behind the door go, who's that?
We are the crew of the Cosmic Orca, and we're here to help.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I mean, I know what you're here to help means. Awesome. Hold on just a moment, please. And then the slat never opens, but then you see the big spinny thing doesn't start moving, but you can hear it like on the inside. And
No verification.
eventually it swings out. So you guys have to back up a little bit so you don't get hit by this giant, steel door.
Uh-huh.
And then inside there is just like a woman wearing like really tattered looking office clothes. And there's about a dozen people in there of various ages, some children, some adults. They all look scared, dirty, gross, all that kind of stuff.
How long have you guys been in here?
It's been about a week.
Wow.
I'm so glad someone finally heard the SOS though. That's great.
We're sorry nobody could get here sooner, but we're happy to help you.
We appreciate it. Have you gone upstairs yet?
Not yet. Which I hate to ask, but is there any able-bodied people among you all that's willing to help us get to them?
She kind of looks around. I mean, there's a couple people that might look like it. I would like for you, Aster,
Yes.
to make a science roll. Do you have anything for like human psychology in there?
I have biology, genetics, and xenology, which is like space.
We'll allow this to be biology.
Okay.
It's not quite close enough, but it'll get the job done. Make it in whatever's better, intelligence, education, and biology roll.
+4, 8.
That's enough. That's all you needed. These guys have been through some shit. So you would surmise that most likely asking them to go upstairs to help with this is not going to do a good thing for their sanity.
Yes, I think
Okay.
I'll grab the commander's elbow and just sort of pull him back into the hallway and be like, Commander, I think actually just Just a quick assessment. I think that there's a lot of shock happening in these people. They'd be more of a liability than a help. I think we let them hole up here until HK's cleared it out.
Understood. Thank you, Aster.
Can I poke my head over? They can't stay here. We got to get them at least to the first floor. Would it make sense to have one or two of us stay behind and protect them while the rest go up to the next floor to help?
I'll stay behind.
It's
Or
true, Astrid probably could carry herself to protect them.
Or the commander. He's outfitted well enough to take a few hits.
If y'all are cool with that.
Because we cleared the zombies on the main floor, so we could post up close to the front door and wait for us to come down.
mm-hmm.
Sure.
I think that makes the most sense.
You three want to go ahead.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you guys can make it back to the main lobby, no problem. The Steamboat Willies are very dead. They don't twitch or anything like that when you walk by. It's kind of weird and gross and unnerving.
Really?
Ew.
And then
Will you stab them one more time just
To make sure.
What if they stood back up?
so you make it back up, no problem to the ground floor. So the three of you then, I assume, are going to make your way up. Okay. So the elevator's down, obviously. Very minimal power in this place. And you are the lady that you guys talked to first. She tells you that they're on floor 6 of an 18-story building, so not too high up, but you have to take 6 flights of steps, which is not fun, but it's not, fortunately, super high that you have to make endurance rolls or anything like that to make sure.
Does she know what's beyond floor 6? Like, not more safe rooms, but could there be people to hold up in offices or anything?
Possibly, but she's not sure. There could be more survivors, but typically protocol here was to go to the whatever safe room was closest to you, but those are the only 2 in the building.
I don't know if this is possible because it might be something that could do in the future, but you tell me if it's something that just kind of is a thing that it can be done. The intelligent interface, can't it be calibrated to view heat signatures?
You would need to take some time to do that, but I think it would. But it's not something you can do on the fly.
Okay.
You would need to get some stuff to be able. I would actually say it's not even. Yeah, I would say it's part of the intelligent interface, but yeah, you'd need to get a different program for that.
Okay.
So I'll say it's possible, just not where you're at currently.
Okay.
So you make it up the 6 flights of steps with little resistance and difficulty, and as you open up the door, it is a much more traditional kind of office building. You have to force the door because it is an automated door. There's a handle, though. It pulls out and you slide it off to the side. As you are looking out, like I said, normal office, and it's kind of the same thing. There's a sign that points to safe room, and no hand-drawn signs this time, though. And there's just a few, zombies, just chilling out and mingling around. There's one
happy hour.
There's one
zombie.
There is one sitting at a computer terminal, though. The computer terminal's not on, but it just has its hands on the keyboard, not doing anything. Just staring blankly.
Worker zombie.
Yeah. It's not working, though.
That one seems like we could be friends with it.
Certainly try.
No.
But yeah, you're able to make it to the safe room. It's the same kind of door. It's a big red door with a little slat in it. And it is also sealed up airtight. Who would like to knock?
I'll go ahead and knock.
Yep. You hear a much gruffer voice say, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Huh? We
Who's
got
this?
the SOS. Oh, this is the squid of the Cosmic Orca. We're here to get any survivors out safely as we can.
It's a weird theme naming. Okay.
It's true.
It's weird. Hey, buddy, if you don't need the help.
Sorry. It's been a rough week. I apologize.
I get that.
Squid's ready to go.
So he's like, hold on. And then you hear the same spinning noise like before. There's like 50 people in here.
Oh, wow.
No.
Do we have the space, I guess in the, maybe in the cargo hold?
That's pretty much only a place these people will be able to fit. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, you have the room for it. It's going to stretch your resources real thin.
Yeah.
And also to get these people somewhere safe, you'll have to turn back.
What does
did
it
we
smell
see
like in
any
there?
other
Oh,
ships?
it's bad.
Did we see any other ships?
I mean, there were some other like small ships, but if anyone had the ability to fly them, it doesn't seem like these people are spacers. These
Gotcha.
are just office drones, basically. So
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, we cleared out a lot of the zombies. If you guys want to follow us, we'll get you downstairs.
yeah, so they're more than happy to pack up, and we'll cut back down to the ground floor here, and you're just kind of mingling there with them.
Sure. Yeah, I'm like
and-
trying to get people to calm down, trying to get them back into the right mindset.
Yeah. As that's going on, you hear the sound of HK's laser carbine getting louder as he's getting closer. And then it eventually reaches a point where you see him kind of just going through. He's marching directly through the zombies you guys snuck around, and is just taking care of them.
You said there's kids here, right?
Yeah.
There's a window, I'm assuming, that we
yeah.
can see. So I'm like, hey, kids, check this out. See that? That's one of my friends.
And the kids kind of brighten up. It's like, you're friends with a robot?
Oh, yeah. His name is HK. You want to meet him later?
You're about to not have a choice, because as soon as HK finishes the last zombie off with the door, because it's just a glass, sliding door, he just walks into it.
He does.
Oh,
and
my
just
gosh.
shatters the glass
I was like, okay, move.
completely out.
Kids, there's broken glass now.
And
Gosh darn it.
as HK walks in and you guys are making your way back down the steps at this point, so you hear this, you hear HK go, "Congratulations, meatbags. I am here to rescue you and bring you to safety."
Oh my gosh.
That is what we said.
Do any of you enjoy violence? There's plenty of it on the return trip.
Oh, no.
Okay. HK is of the utmost importance that no harm comes to these folks that we're escorting.
I will take care of the meatbags.
Very well. I turn back to the crew. He's like, he means well. It's not an insult to his kind.
I feel like the gruff guy at the upstairs safe room would have rose his hand for people who like violence.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, we should wait though.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, because I'm assuming we're talking on the remote. They're letting me know there's 50 people. So it's like, hey, HK, please hold. We're waiting for more survivors with the rest of the crew.
Understood, Kaylin. I will wait for the rest.
Thank you.
And he looks over and it's like, "Hello, little meatbags. Never seen children before."
Huh.
Oh my god, they're probably so excited. Should we ask the people if there's anyone else that they know of that is stuck anywhere?
Yeah. So when you ask that question, they said that pretty much whoever was in that safe room and the one down below pretty much are the only ones that were able to survive. Anyone up above, I mean, you are welcome to scour each floor for more survivors, but it's been a week, and that SOS can be heard by anyone with a phone, so they would have known where to go in this building. So most likely no. There is no one left alive.
Okay.
You guys make it back down to the ground floor as you're hearing HK calling children little meatbags. And he's showing them the intricacies of the laser carbine he took, and telling them details that should not be told to small children about its capabilities. But HK seems happy, so, he's like, yes, more. Would you like me to escort them back to the ship?
Yes, please.
I can do that easily. I've cleared an excellent path. There's little violence. I apologize for that, but I can take them back to the ship. I've taken care of most of it in this. I cleared a good path for the return trip, so I can escort all 65 of these people. No problem. I'm going to put them in the cargo bay. I will assign them shelves.
Okay. Thank you very much. And then I also radio Vasquez to let her know, hey, HK is coming with 65 survivors. Please make sure that they're comfortable in the cargo bay.
We should have AI Fieri
Yeah.
prepare something, even if it's just like small rations that
He's
they
got
can.
a program for that. Yeah,
Okay.
he's got a ration program basically. So
Perfect, just to get them hydrated. They've been in here a week. They probably need something.
So HK looks at the humans and says, "Come, meatbags, make a formation, and we shall go to safety."
I'll bring up the rear,
I was
whatever
like,
the
I feel like we
formation
should
is.
also formation around them
Yeah.
and not just send him at the front.
I agree.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Well, So we get them
Good point.
back. And then if we can,
Unless
once
we need
everybody's
to play
safe and
this
secure,
out.
we look for.
Yes, you're not just going
I
back
was
to
like,
the
it's not-
ship.
we don't
Yeah,
just
it's
get to
not
go
going to be
back
that
to the
easy. So,
It's like we're starting with 65. How many will make it?
Yeah. Good luck.
Right.
so as you are leaving this office building, the SOS signal goes away. Someone turned it off as you were walking out. They probably were carrying it with them and they realized they should probably not have this thing going anymore. That is when, as you are walking, you're just kind of walking, you see a much bigger version of one of the Steamboat Willies kind of lumber out.
Oh my gosh.
But he looks real rough. HK, in a moment of surprise, is like, I do not understand this meat bag. And then just proceeds to start shooting it because he understands it's not friendly. But as he's shooting at it, and like I said, it's real rough looking, you hear a very distinct kind of noise. And not going to make anyone roll for this because you can see it. You see a dude. Well, first, before you even see that, you actually see the thing's head just kind of go and then just kind of slide off and then hits the ground. And then you see a guy with a sword with a full like suit on land on the ground, does the 3-point landing.
Of course he does.
Oh my god.
Nice.
So he hits the deck, hits the ground 3 points, sword hand out like that, from where he did it. And he stands up, he gives the sword a little flourish and then sheathes it back in.
Squid just starts clapping.
And then he turns around to face you guys.
he's standing there with shield and sword, like, this guy's a nerd.
So he turns around to face you guys, and you can hear a sound from behind you, like with that same roaring noise from the Komodo ape dragons. And you guys turn around, to your horror. One is lunging at one of you. Doesn't actually matter for this purpose. But before its claws get at you, it stops in midair. And then it just kind of flies back away. And when you look back over at the guy, he kind of has his hand held up